Hi, it's Jimmy at Encore Tennis. Thanks for tuning in. In this video, we are going to learn how to hit a basic tennis forehand volley. So let's get into it. First thing we want to talk about are the grips, or the grip. So the best grip to use is a continental chopper grip. So I get the V of my hand and I want to hold the racket bevel with the bottom of my index finger all the way to the bottom of my palm. So I'm running the hand all the way down the handle. So I'm shaking hands with the racket and I want to be on bevel number 1, bevel number 2. So we use the continental chopper grip when we volley because we don't have a lot of time to hit the shot. So this grip is going to help us hit forehand volleys and backhand volleys. So it's a really effective grip. If we want to obviously get some spin on our volleys, then we try and pronate or turn our wrist, and that gives us a greater racket angle to generate spin on the volleys. But because we don't have much time, the main reason is we use the chopper grip, and it helps us direct the ball when it comes at speed and with power, and we can be dynamic with hitting our forehand and our backhand volleys. Okay, so now we need to talk about the ready position. When the ball comes towards us at the net, we need to be in a nice ready position with our knees bent on our toes. Also, we want to roughly be at a distance of 1 racket length. So if I touch the net with my racket, take a step back, I want to be this distance away from the net. So if I'm too close, I'm going to charge into the net and hit it, and that means it's going to be a fault. I'm going to lose the point. So this distance, 1 racket length, 1 step back, on my toes, in the ready position. We also want to do what's called a split step, which is a little jump on our toes. This happens as your opponent is striking the ball. So as the opponent strikes the ball with their racket, I'm split stepping, and then I'm stepping forward and volleying from the ready position to hit my forehand volley. So let's go through it again. So we've got our ready position, our split step, and then we're going to step forward and hit the volley. Okay, so now we want to talk about the take back. So the ball's going to be coming towards us. We're in our nice ready position. So I'm holding the chopper grip. So as the ball comes towards me, I want to be taking my racket back a short distance, kind of no further back than my shoulder, so slightly more in front ideally, because obviously we don't have a lot of time when we strike a volley. So the shorter the take back, the more effective and efficient we're going to be at hitting the shot. And we want to make what's called a nice L shape here. If the racket becomes lower here, then I see my beginner players, they tend to wrist the shot, and we don't get as much leverage on the ball if we have this lovely L shape. So that's what we want to try and emulate, have this nice L shape. We're going to take our racket back and we're going to try and make contact with the ball out in front of us. If we make it behind us, it's obviously not going to go where we want it. It's going to go off into the trees, and beside us is okay, but obviously in front of us is the most efficient and effective way to hit the ball, because we're going to take time away from our opponent as we do that. So what we want to do is hold our wrist fairly firm, not super hard, but we want to hold it fairly firm so we can make a nice contact with the racket and ball. If our wrist is flicking, then we're not going to hit an effective shot. It's going to go in the net, or it's going to give us tennis elbow if we constantly do that. So just to recap, we're in our ready position. We're turning our shoulder, making this nice L shape. We're stepping forward with our left foot, and then we're punching the ball. We're not going to swing, we're going to punch the ball, stop on contact and hit it out in front of us to give us the most effective shot. So now let's talk about the footwork. So what we want to do, we know we're in our ready position, we know how to turn for the ball and get sideways on. So we want to, for a basic forehand volley, we want to be leading, if I'm right-handed, leading with the left foot forwards. This gives me a nice platform to strike the ball. It means that my body weight is going to be going forward into the shot. I also want to be quite low with my legs, so low with my legs and loading. This is going to give me more power from the legs as well. So low legs and a forward momentum and body weight into the shot is going to give me the most effective volley. You do see pros, they're doing open stance volleys, but this is only when we're really stretched out for the ball. So for this video, it's really just more of a basic stance that we want to have. So we just want to be side on, leading with the left foot and stepping forward into the shot. So let's go through the recap again. So the distance we want to be from the net is 1 racket length, 1 step. Want to be in our ready position, holding the chopper grip. We want to split step as the ball comes towards us. We want to turn, but not turn too much. Just have our racket here, just in front of the shoulder. We want to step forward with our left foot, knees bent, and then strike the ball out in front of us. And that's going to give us the most effective volley for forehand. We also want to consider closing down the net when we hit a forehand volley. The more we can close down the net, we can get greater angles and diffuse the point when we're playing. So always thinking of moving forwards, closing down the net, hence why we take a step forwards, because that helps with our body weight, our power on the volley, and again it takes time away from the opponent and helps to win the point more effectively. So give this a go, let me know if it helps. Don't forget to like, comment and share and subscribe, and let me know if you want to see some other content. We'll see you in the next video.